Everybody, welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Talon Jenkins, joined with our host. We got Joel Meyer and Ryan Gilbert. Gentlemen, how the hell are things? What do I say? How the hell are you doing tonight? I was about to say, how the hell are things going tonight? How the hell are you doing tonight?
You mixed up the order. You mixed up. You don't even know what you're saying. I'm doing all right. You know, it's been a long day in the hockey world, especially in Philadelphia. A long past 24 hours here. We're gonna try to put that all to the side here. You know, talk some hockey, have some fun like we normally do here. So I'm excited to get into it with you guys, especially with Talon back now. I always love having Talon back when I don't have to run everything.
For sure. I am hungry. I was going to make some food when I woke up, but I didn't. Decided to drink on an empty stomach, so that's always a good idea, right? But yeah, I'm hungry, but doing well. You know, tired as usual. Only a few more days till we get some proper sleep schedule again. But yeah, I'm doing okay. How about you, Tal? How are you going?
I'm going fast, baby. No, I'm doing all right. I'm really tired. Boy, fucking Christ. I'm doing okay. It's been a busy. I've worked the past 4 days. It's fucking sucked. 12-hour shifts on nights and then back in tomorrow morning. Switching it was a big switch. So anyways, that's a shit show. But overall, I'm doing okay, man. I've been winning on some tennis. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I'm just kind of following my boy Jolie in the Discord, and that helps. And then kind of betting the odds too. If I see like a favorite that's like losing, and you can find them at like minus 150 or something like that, even though they're down a couple sets or points or matches or whatever the hell it is in tennis. So doing well on that. One thing I want to talk about here, kind of old news at this point, but I wanted to address amateur Nicholas Dunlop winning the American Express Golf Tournament last year.
500-1?
Yeah, something stupid like that. It's an amateur, for Christ's sakes. That's absolutely unreal. Buddy's at University of Alabama, or I think it's at Alabama or something like that. He comes up with a big win. You know what sucks? Winner of that gets $1.5 million of that tournament. Because he's an NCAA collegiate athlete, he gets zero of that money. The first place prize pick goes to
drop out. Drop out immediately. Drop out.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He still doesn't get the money. How fucked up is that? That's absolutely ridiculous, bro.
Hopefully he gets some sort of sponsorship or something, or like this isn't just a one-time thing. But I mean, yeah, because that's cool to win, but that sucks.
What's happening is he can go pro now. So he can literally just drop out of school and join the PGA Tour. He gets, because he won, he gets to go to all these elevated events that they have going on for the rest of the season and stuff like that. This kid's absolutely electric, though. He's going to be a stud in the golf world, man. So, but that's just so, like, you win $1.5 million and you get none of it. And I think Bazudenhouse came second, so he gets the first.
That might be the grand prize of worst pronunciations.
What how do you pronounce it? Bazudenhout?
Bazudenhout.
Oh, like I'm so far off.
It's Dutch. Who cares about the Dutch?
Yeah, exactly.
South African Dutch.
Yeah,
even worse.
Anyways, I just had to say that's crazy. All right, let's get rocking and rolling here. Everybody, go check out SGPN website. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles that he's bumping out, dude. Those are going weekly. How are those going, Gilbert? They going good?
I think they're going good. I forgot who I called out for this week, but I'm pretty sure they already scored a goal. I've been hitting on those pretty regularly, so make sure you check those out.
Hell yeah!
He's been hitting on them so regularly, he doesn't even know who he has. Yeah. He just knows.
Just an automatic hit.
Well, all I remember is that earlier this season, I highly recommended both Owen Tippett and Joel Farabee, and those are Joel Farabee is one of the best 5-on-5 scorers this season. So that's all I have to say.
Right on, man. Do that. Check out the other show. Shout out our boy Jeff Fox, MMA Gambling Podcast. Everybody's killing it. And of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord, man. The Discord's been my happy place. It's been a long, 4 days of work and shit like that. So it's always nice to kind of pump into the Discord and just see what's going on and things are moving and shaking. And I'll tell you what, there is no better place to be after hours than the Hockey Gambling Podcast Discord channel. It's absolutely electric. Our boy Jolie's kind of leading the charge, leading the brigade there as he does. And it's a blast, man. So if you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. If you want to get in there, reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account. Social media assistant producer will He'll get you going. He'll do all the things that you need to do to help get you on the right track. Or what you can do is get ready to shave. And if you're shaving, you can join the shaving club because Joel's shaving tonight, he said, baby. And then you guys can help shave each other. You can put the cream on each other's faces and, rub it in a little bit and get the razors and going. And while you're shaving him and he's looking all majestic up, you can be like, hey, how do you get into the Discord? And he'll be like, when I'm done, I'll tell you, baby. And then once you finish shaving him up, he'll tell you how to get into the Discord.
Yeah, make sure you get in the Discord there. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube if you're not already. YouTube.com/HockeyOnThePodcast. Just search for us there. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out everyone in the chat when we go live here. So, also follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN and then subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. If that's on Apple or Spotify, please leave us a 5-star rating and review, and I'll read it here at the end of the show.
All right, we're going to go through our lock dogs and totals from our previous show. We were all together. The games were pertaining to January the 20th. Jolie killed it. He went 3-0, up 3.79 units. Myself, I went 2-1, up 1.18 units. And Ryan went 1-2, down 0.71 units. Mr. Meyer, fire us off here, buddy. Good day for the kid.
What did I have? I had the Lightning and money line -120. I missed most of this game because I was sleeping in. Saw the third period though. Lightning were pretty outplayed. They also lost Eric Chernek, I think, in the first period. But yeah, it came through. I don't really remember. Stars regulation +125. Also Stars Devils over 6.5. Also don't remember. Fuck it. They won. Who cares? Let's go on.
For myself, my lock was the Oilers -155 at Calgary. They won that one 3-1. My dog was the Flyers +105 against the Avalanche. That was just a Nathan McKinnon show there. He put up 2 goals, at least an assist or 2 there. A 7-4 loss there with the Flyers pulling the goalie. And then my total was the opposite of Joel's. The Stars Devils under 6.5. I do remember what happened because this was a lower scoring game. 1-0 through the first period. 4-0 through 2, and then it ended up being 6-2 final with the Devils scoring too late to screw my under, but hit my lock. That's what I can be happy about there.
Right on. For myself, for my lock, I had Winnipeg moneyline versus Ottawa at -142. Jets won this game 2-1. I think it was an overtime, actually. It was a quick game. I think my boy Nick Ehlers got the job done there. It was a sick goal, if I recall. For my dog, I had the New York Rangers +165 in regulation versus the LA Kings. This game was shit. This was terrible. Big save. Dave Riddick came in and beat the hell out of the Rangers here. So they're turning Jonathan Quick to LA. So that was kind of cool. But anyways, LA won 2-1 in this game. Kind of a boring game. The Kings and the Rangers, both teams, it's like, what the hell are we doing lately, man? Maybe we'll get into that a bit later. But anyways, and then my total, Toronto Canucks, Leafs Canucks over 6.5, -130. Fuck, it was like 3-3 halfway through the second or something. So that was a pretty easy over. Lots of goals in that game. That's the one where Niels Hoglander and William Nylander both had 2. We had a Swedish Hattie watch going on in the Discord. Unfortunately, they never came to fruition.
I feel like I kind of owe it a little bit to address the Carter Hart situation that has unfolded over the past day or so. We like to have fun here. We like to have jokes, like to have a good time, and we'll do that after this. I'll go through my statement. We'll read ads, and then we'll get into the game. So feel free to skip ahead, but it just feels absolutely disgusting to root for a team, to root for a player that is accused of what he's doing, and what looks like you don't want to speculate or anything, but you can put the pieces together and see what happened, and it's inexcusable. It's awful. It's the Flyers have to move forward without him. We're still going to talk about the Flyers. We're still going to talk about hockey. It's still going to be, they're still in the playoff race, so they're still going to be a team I root for here. But it is hard to root for a team that has had that player, and you don't know what they knew at that time. Yes, of course he is innocent until proven guilty, and at least down here, I don't know how it works in Canada. Canada could have some barbaric laws, but it's disgusting, and just my heart goes out to the victims and survivors out there everywhere. So that's my speech on that, and hopefully Sam Emerson can take over the net here. He's been a good netminder so far, so hopefully he keeps that going.
Moving down the Calder odds.
Yes,
That's my take from this. This is a chance to jump on Harrison for Calder.
The thing is, his odds. Yes, it's disgusting if true, as Mud says in the chat. It's the thought of it being impossible is disgusting. But yeah, I mean, immediately his Calder odds got bet down, which was, and then they went right back up after he didn't play too well against
you fucking animals. How dare you capitalize on a situation like this? You
Capitalism makes the world go round. Speaking of capitalism, make sure you check out Underdog Fantasy. We're brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Oh, no, stick around for this one. We got our own promo code now for Underdog Fantasy, HGP. So if you sign up with that one, it'll go a long way to supporting the boys here. We're in a contest against the other shows along with the merch store for Underdog Fantasy. So they have a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. You can win 100 times your entry with some spicy plays. So watch along, make your picks, and maybe make a little cash over on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. And when you sign up with the promo code SGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit. Up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code HGP. HGP is the promo code there for the Hockey Game podcast here. You can use SGPN if you hate us for some reason, but if you like us, you want to support us, use HGP there.
Hell yeah, man. All right, boys, we got a 9-game slate set here for, what's the date? Thursday, January 25th. Are we ready to rock and roll here or what?
Joel, you want to take this one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Joel Meyer sounds pretty lame over there. All right. Moving on to the first game on the docket here. We got the Boston Bruins against the Canada Senators. Game itself is in a city that's beside the worst city in the entire world. Bruins on the money line sitting at -142. Canada on the money line at +120. Over under sitting at 6.5. Over paying off -105. The under -115. I don't know what that was, but whatever. It's there. All right, so yeah, Bruins here on the first night of a back-to-back, or second night of a back-to-back. Sorry, they're currently playing the Carolina Hurricanes tonight as we record this. So they'll be where's that game? Yeah, so they'll be flying from Boston to Ottawa. We got a border crossing game, which is kind of interesting. With that being said, I'm still all over the Boston Bruins here, man. This team, I keep buying in even more. That sounds so stupid to say I'm buying into the Boston Bruins. Like they're absolutely fucking unbelievable. But this is a team that's coming on a 5-game winning streak, looking to make that 6 tonight. Ottawa's, people have been saying, they're red hot. Ever since you started shit talking them, they're getting better. Well, guess what? They're still the same old Sens, and they still stink, okay? They're a 12-11-1 fucking road record. They're coming in on a 2-game winning streak, which I guess is admirable for the Senators, apparently. But even with the Bruins, on the second night of a back-to-back, we'll probably see Linus Ullmark in this game. I believe Swayman's playing tonight. Ullmark's been a stud. Obviously, we saw what he can do last year. His numbers aren't as good as what they had last year, but they're still fine. The Bruins are just a better team, man. So anytime you're going to give me Boston -142 against a team like the Sens that's literally last in the Atlantic, I'm going to be all over that. Division records as well. Bruins are 11-3-2 on the year. So they're going to be coming in looking for points. I wouldn't be surprised if they took 4 points on this back-to-back. Give me the Bruins over/under in this game. I'm going to be leaning towards the over a bit. Both teams can score goals. We've seen that. We know that the defensive game Ottawa plays is absolutely terrible, and they're letting the biscuit in the basket a lot. So give me the over 6.5. Give me Boston on the money line.
Yeah, the Sens have looked, actually like a competent hockey team over the past, 3, 4, 5 games here. They've won 2 straight, 3 of their past 4 of their past 6 here. And in the most 2 recent games, they probably looked their best. And I realized it was because that was their mom's trip. So thankfully, that mom's trip was not into Edmonton, but only into Philadelphia and Montreal there. So yeah, they had a good effort in Philly. I was at the game. I was looking in the suite section, and I saw like a bunch of people in like white jerseys. I was like, it must be just a group there. But I guess it was probably the moms. I should have headed down there to see what business I could have gotten into.
Ow.
Mrs. M.
Yeah, I don't know if Mrs. M. I don't know. Is there an M player on the Senators? I don't know. But yeah, the Boston coming in winning 5 straight, put up 9 against Montreal, put up 4 against Winnipeg, ending their streak there. It is a back-to-back here, but I still like them at -142. Just a much better team. I'm interested to hear their division record when we pass the Talon here. But yeah, I like the Bruins -142, and then a slight lean to the over, but probably a pass on the total.
Give me the fucking Sens. As Ryan said, they look like a competent team. It's not just because the moms are around. It's because I think that they're finally turned things around. They're looking better defensively. They're more structured. They were the much better team against the Jets. Losing effort. It's just Hellbuck just absolutely stoned the Sens there. And the Bruins are going to be in a war against the Hurricanes tonight, and then they have to go across the border to Ottawa, facing off of a rejuvenated Sens team. Plus 120 is getting a little bit low, but still, I'd rather take them. And if it is indeed Swayman tonight, I don't know if it's even confirmed yet.
It's all marked tonight, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So they'll switcheroo then.
Okay, I'm less confident.
Given those noises, no, it's all marked. Yeah, I had to double check.
All right, well, I'm less confident for sure in my Sens bet now because Swayman has definitely been the better goaltender. But I'll still take him, whatever. But I'm definitely not taking the over with Swayman in net. So stay away from the total. Although Boston Bruins team total under would be a sneaky good pick, I think, the way that the Sens are playing lately. I don't know. It's very contrarian, but that's the way I'm looking. Anyway, Sens money line or nothing.
I don't think we're tied to any book now, so I can throw this out for the live people. Bruins are minus 120 on FanDuel currently. That'll definitely move. I mean, you can get essentially a free play here, minus 120 plus 120. So if you like Boston, take them on FanDuel if you have that.
I would just like to quickly say, I meant to say this earlier. I had a Sens fan reaching out to me the other day. I'm sure you can imagine he was very happy with what I had to say.
That guy on Twitter?
Nope, different guy. That guy's a Leafs fan. Different guy.
Oh, okay.
No, this is a Sens fan. And he was saying, "Oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This team's been so good the past 5 games. Okay, let's pull the Jets. You played the fucking Habs twice. You played the Flyers, who were struggling, and you beat the piss out of San Jose. Okay, Timmy Schnitzel over here. This guy was saying that Timmy Schnitzel's doing awesome. No, guess what? He went 4 games without a point. Then he put up 4 assists against San Jose, and he lit the lamp against Montreal and then the Flyers. So, to me,
I told you I'm hungry. What are you bringing Schnitzel up for?
It's the best nickname that we've ever made on this show. Okay,
I hate a good one. Is that your own? Did you come up?
That's my own.
Yeah, of course it is. 100%.
Did you come up with that, or did your autocorrect come up with that because you couldn't spell Steve?
Or was it BW's AI?
I'm proud to announce that this time this was your boy. Okay, so there's a little bit of creative juices going on in here. All right, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot. We got the Philadelphia Flyers against the Detroit Red Wings. Game itself is in prison. Game itself is actually in Detroit. Philly on the money line sitting at plus 110. Detroit on the money line at minus 130. The over-under is 6.5. Over paying off minus 120. The under plus 100. Mr. Gilbert, what do we got going on in this game, buddy?
Yeah, Flyers have not looked good recently. It's been a tough schedule spot for them. Had a back-to-back against the Avs, and the Sens on the mom's trip, and then the Lightning, on Tuesday. But they've been at home, going on the road here for one. It's been a tough go. They've allowed a lot of goals. They've shown that they're going to let other elite players beat them. I mean, Kucherov had a hat trick. McKinnon should have had a hat trick. He passed that up. McDavid had 5 points in their game against him. So they really struggle against teams with that, elite talent. And I don't think Detroit has that elite talent. I mean, even if Patrick Kane is healthy, he's questionable. He's still not what he once was. It also looks like JT Comfort is questionable with an illness for Detroit. So that's something that could be going through the locker room. So I feel like, the Flyers are going to block out the noise around them. Tortorella is going to get his guys playing good hockey. They played better than the Lightning at 5-on-5 on Tuesday night. 14-6-4 on the road. Detroit's 12-8-4 at home, only 500 there. So I'll take the Flyers plus 110 here. Slight lean to the over, but more likely just a pass on that.
Is it Alex Lyon in that for the Red Wings?
It is.
I would imagine.
Confirmed. He has been confirmed.
Still lean to the over, though. The Flyers aren't playing great defensively lately. They're giving up. They're great on the rush, but they're also not great defending the rush. And I think we could see a north-south kind of hockey game here, back and forth. So over 6.5 would be my look, and I agree with Ryan in terms of the Flyers side. Just the better team here. I do think the Red Wings' fate. Still waiting for it to happen in terms of results, but they're not playing excellent hockey. They're just getting away with some good shooting percentage and some unsustainable goaltending, I would say. So Flyers in the over for me.
Yeah, you look at this Red Wings team and it doesn't really scream defense. They got a bunch of guys, a bunch of mid, I guess, if you will. Defensively, they've been a bit tough. Offensively, they've been lighting the lamp. Truth be told, maybe they shouldn't be. The shooting percentage is third in the league, so that's kind of skewing these numbers a little bit here, but they are scoring goals. One thing I want to say, sometimes when there's a bunch of noise going on in the team, the best thing you can do is just be on the ice. And, even just from my personal experience, when shit's going down, there's nothing better than just being on the ice and forgetting everything. And I think that's what this Philly team needs. It's got to suck in the locker room with everything going on, right? So I think they're going to come out. I think Torch is going to have this team motivated here. I'm waiting to see Detroit fall off a bit. Truth be told, I'm kind of waiting to see both these teams fall off, but I'm not going to say that because I know we got some people heavily invested in Philadelphia on this show. So let's go Flyers.
I'm also heavily invested in the same 8 teams from last year making it. So as long as the Penguins don't make it, the Isles make it back, I'll be good.
All right, fair enough. I'm going to take Philly on this game on the road here, man. Great road record this year, 14-6-4. Torts has these boys showing up. Yes, they're on a 3-game skid right now. I'm sorry, I can't get behind the Alex Lyon revenge game. Obviously he was a Flyer. I can't get behind that. He has okay numbers this year, 2.67 goals against average, 0.919 save percentage. I'm going to take the Flyers. And my biggest play on this is going to be the over 6.5 at -120. We saw this game about a month ago. I think it was like a 7-6 final or something crazy like that. So what do you guys like to do with your little ladder? Maybe you can ladder it to 7.5. Who knows?
Your little ladder.
Your little ladder that you got going on. Maybe you can do that. But the 6.5 at -120, I think, is a pretty good look as well. Okay, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot. We got the Arizona State University Coyotes against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game itself is in Tampa Bay here. Arizona on the money line at +170. Lightning on the money line at -205. The over-unders at 6. Over paying off -115. The under -105. You know what, Raga? I'm going to go back to you again. Double down on this one. What do we got?
Right, I think this is a back-to-back for the Coyotes. I forget exactly who they're playing tonight. I guess it might be Florida because they're down there.
Yeah, they're playing Florida.
Playing Florida down there. It is Vagimilk, so it'll be Ingram tomorrow night. But the Oats just are not the same team on the road. 8-10-3 on the road. Arizona's only 15-9 at home. So they've been much better at home. And Tampa Bay is much like Arizona, much better at home. 15-5-3. They're playing a lot better recently. Won 2 of the 3 on the road trip. After they won 5 straight, they've won 6 of their past 7. It seems like they're finally, turning it on here a little bit. Vasilevsky has allowed 3 goals or fewer in at least 4 straight starts here. So I don't see Arizona putting up too much of a fight against Tampa Bay, especially on a back-to-back. So I like Tampa Bay in regulation here. I think that's around -145. I would also lean to the under because it is going to be Ingram against Vasilevsky, but I think, Tampa Bay might be able to open it up a bit. Kucherov is on fire right now, so slight lean to the under, but a stronger play on Lightning regulation.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Lightning are playing great, but they're definitely getting some good results. Losing Trinek was a big deal. Already missing Sergachev. Their defense is very thin. Hedman is playing much better lately. But Kucherov, another hat trick the other night. One was an empty netter, but we don't talk about empty netters around here anymore. Yeah, the Lightning are the better team. The Coyotes playing tonight, of course, in Sunrise. But we'll get Ingram in net. But I'm afraid of that guy. But I'll still back the Lightning at home, even after a longer road trip. To get the job done. We know that they are hungry for the playoffs, of course. I do think that they play their best hockey in the second half of the season. Team with this kind of experience and this kind of desire to back up their pedigree, and they have pride, so they want to make the playoffs. They want to get back to the cup. So yeah, they're going to be going balls to the wall to make the playoffs, and even until the All-Star break, I don't think that they're going to be thinking about vacations or whatever. They're going to think about points, and points here against the Coyotes are going to happen because give me the Lightning in regulation win, and total with fucking Connor Ingram and net. You got to go with the under. The guy's insane, and Vasilevsky, that's a goalie game, I guess. Whoop whoop. So
he's got the oh yeah and whoop whoop.
Hell yeah, dude.
Lightning 4-1 win.
All right.
I just want to, that Kucherov empty net goal was with 11 seconds left. It was the second empty net goal of the game. Of course, I bet Flyers +2.5 live, and they lost by 3. So that's my complaint.
That's kicking the pills. Yeah, this to me, Jolie talked about Tampa rather. I said Atlanta. Oh my god, Tampa back into the playoff race here, looking to kind of secure a spot. Hopefully, get into the top 3 of the East, the Atlantic rather. Hopefully, they don't. But I'm gonna take a different point of view at this. I'm gonna take. You could say the same thing, arguably about the Coyotes here, man. They're scratching and clawing literally to get into a playoff spot out in the West. They're currently outside of the playoff picture by 2 points against the Preds. Now they do have 2 games in hand on Nashville, but that's where points come into play here. And this is a tough skid for this team. You know, they play Florida and then they play Tampa. You can't afford to just get 0 points in those 2 games, man. Obviously, we're seeing Ingram during this game versus Tampa. I think it's safe to say that Florida is the better team than Tampa, so that's why they're playing Ingram. If you ask me here, they're mailing in this game tonight against Florida, and they're just trying to get at least 1 in this game against Tampa here, man. And obviously, it's the NHL. You don't mail anything in, but they know what they're doing when it comes to fucking Bash Milk and Ingram and when you're starting them. So I'm going to say Arizona plus 1.5 at minus 142 is a play I really love here. Also the draw, because I think if it comes down to it and this team is pushing for a tie and it's like 2-1 in the third, or even if it's 1-1, they're going to be doing everything to shut down just to get that 1 single point. Obviously, you can say that's a loser's mindset here, but at the point that they're currently standing in, just to walk away with at least 1 out of the 4 points against these 2 teams for this Arizona team would have to be viewed as a non-total failure. So I'm going to be taking the Coyotes on the reverse cowgirl. I'll be taking the tie as well. And the under 6, like Jolie said, we got 2 fantastic goalies coming at it here. One thing I do like about Tampa, I do think that they will end up winning this game. So maybe look for them in like a live spot if they go down or if it's heading into overtime. That Tampa power play is absolutely elite, first in the league, firing at a 30% chance, and Arizona takes the 3rd most penalties in the entire league. So a couple of things to throw out there. With that being said, I'm going with my boy Ingram in the under and then Yotes. Okay, moving to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We have the New York Islanders against the Montreal Canadiens. La game itself is in La Montreal, Le Habitat de Belle Centre, Bleu Blanc et Rouge, baby. New York Islanders sitting at minus 155. The Canadiens on the money line at plus 130. Over-unders at 6. Over sitting at minus 125. The under plus 105 here. Boys, did you talk about my boy Patty Waugh at all?
We did.
I sure did.
I did say we were waiting for Talon for the full discussion. So please.
I just want to say I'm a Patrick Waugh fan. I absolutely love this guy. This guy's an absolute legend. I'm sure Jolie feels a very similar way that I do. A lot of people were saying, oh, he's going to butt heads with Lou Lamoriello. I think there is a very highly mutual respect there between the two. And I think in the short term, this is the perfect hire for the New York Islanders. You know, this is an older Islanders team. If you look at them, they're probably one of the oldest teams in the league, man. Like, on age, they're averaging to be 28.8 years old, which is in the NHL today. That's old. These players can respond to this kind of coaching method, right? Now, if you have Patrick Waugh as your coach for 4 years or so, the message might be able to get a little bit old, but as a team that's battling and grinding for a playoff spot, I think this is just a genius hire here. I think he's going to get the boys motivated. How do you have this guy screaming at you and just know how big of a competitor he was and how much success he had in the league and not take it to heart? So I think this is awesome for the Islanders. I don't know what you guys said about it, but
I totally agree with all that. I went on about a few different things, but Patrick Waugh in my childhood was my hero. I wanted to be a goalie, even though I was like the midget in the class. It was tiny kid, was never going to be a goalie, even though I only played soccer anyway. But this guy is a legend. I never recognized. I hated the fucking Devils. I hated the fucking Sabres because everyone said, "Oh, Dominic Hasek, oh, Martin Brodeur." Yeah, no, fuck. Patrick Waugh is the best, and you know what? He had the most cups, so fuck y'all. Most Conn Smythes in any players. Three Conn Smythes. There's no debate. So Patrick Waugh for sure is the right pick for the Owls here. A team that are kind of built to win now because they don't have many prospects coming up. They're totally dependent on what they have on their roster right now. And the next couple of years will be definitive for them and for Lou Lamoriello. I don't think that he's going to be around forever. Although he might have another something to say about that.
81 years old, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah. Patrick Waugh, Lou Lamoriello, man. Like I told Ryan, like I'm all the way back in on the Isles. You can call them my Isles again. Fucking right. Lou Lamoriello, Patrick Waugh. Dream team. Let's go, Isles. I'll just give my picks for this game. Minus 155 is getting a bit up there, but the Canadians aren't playing great hockey right now. But the Isles, they won the game against the Stars, but Patrick Roy, he saw the problems with the team and he addressed them. And like they had so many shots against, and bailed out by Sorokin once again. And then the next game, we played the Knights on a back-to-back, to be fair, but the Knights were like shut down, like totally. It was just some weak goaltending from Sorokin and some excellent goaltending by Aiden Hill. The only reason why the Knights won that game and stayed under, unfortunately. But I like what I saw from the Owls in that one a lot, and I think that continues, persists into this one. I really like the Owls to win this game, even at a steeper price, minus 155. And yeah, like Patrick Roy in Montreal, you don't think that he's going to be going? He might even jump on the ice at some point. Right? This is his moment. I think the rest of the team will be rallying around him. Absolutely love the Isles here. For the total, I think it's about fair. I don't know what to do. Whether the Canadians team total under would be my look, but I know Ryan's got something to say about that.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I do like the Canadians to go team total under 2.5 at plus odds. Like Joel said, the Islanders only allowed 27 shots to the Golden Knights, 3 goals, 1 power play goal, allowed 2 goals to Dallas before that in the first game with Patrick Roy. I love the signing because the Islanders are a team that they'll get a dead coach bounce and then they'll ride that to hopefully a playoff berth for my same 8 teams to make the playoffs. So at least keep them alive for a little bit so I can hedge that out if I would like to. And yeah, Montreal's not playing well right now. 3 straight losses by 4, 5, and 3 goals. I've seen people on Twitter call for Marty St. Louis' head, which is crazy based on how Montreal is. and yeah, Montreal, has a few injuries now. Dvorak's out. They've been out, but yeah, Montreal's not a good team. They've been playing over their head at around 500, and the Islanders are a desperate team to make the playoffs here. So love the Isles at minus 155, and yeah, the under 6 or just the Montreal team total under.
I wouldn't even call it like a dead coach bounce. I call it like a murdered coach bounce. Like Lou Lamoriello is just like, okay, giving this guy some cement shoes. I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm bringing in my boy Patty Waugh with some gabagool. But yeah, I love the Islanders in this game at minus 155. You touched on it. Montreal has been on a bit of a skid here. That's crazy. People calling for St. Louis' head. What are you even doing here?
It's Twitter for you, man. You can find any opinion on Twitter.
Joel wouldn't know. Joel's not on Twitter.
If anything, it's more of a glorified tank job we're seeing in Montreal because like they're trying, they're putting the effort in, they're not winning games, which is exactly what you want to see.
To your point, like this is exactly what you want to see.
Yes,
like building winning culture, winning games, but still having draft picks. Canadians are slowly growing up the ranks, and they have a lot of prospects coming up. And Martin St. Louis is the heart of Montreal right now. Fuck the random Twitterites who probably don't even live near the city.
Yeah. Not to go too Flyer centric here, but like on Tuesday against Tampa Bay, they came back, almost tied the game after being down 3-0, outplayed them. It's like that's a perfect game. You outplay them. It's competitive. And
as a Bears fan, I am well aware of how to tank.
But you're looking at the team that had the best glorified tank in the history of the NHL with the Leafs getting close to Matthews. So we understand. We can respect a good tank job on this show. God damn it, just make it respectable. I love the Islanders. This is minus 155. Another point I really want to bring up: we have Semyon Varlamov confirmed for this game here. If there's anybody on this team that is probably fired up about the Patrick Waugh coaching hire, it is this boy Semyon Varlamov. Obviously, they were together, united in Colorado, I believe, for 2 seasons or so. I imagine that they see the game eye to eye from a goalie point of view as well as an off ice point of view. They both gone into some of the same stuff going on off the ice here, but I imagine that these two are very happy to be in the same room as each other here, and I think that's going to fire up Varlamov. We know this guy to be a competitor. He's a gamer. He's got those fire eyes just like Patty Waugh did, so he's going to want to go out there and absolutely post a show for his new coach. So I think that's going to factor into everything too, as well as the Habs kind of suck, and the team's going to want to win this for Patty. Like this is. if this guy's your head coach and you're going into the Bell Center in Montreal, if you're not going balls to the wall for him, then you shouldn't be on the team. It's as simple as that. So I love the Islanders in this game. I'm going to lean towards the under here, the under 6. Neither team is really barn burners when it comes to scoring goals. Goaltending hasn't been that great either way. But I just think we're just going to see a hard-hitting, maybe even physical game here between the two. So give me the under 6 plus 105. Give me the Islanders minus 155. Fuck it. Give me a Varlamov shutout as well. Let's get real nasty with this one.
One final note. I mentioned on the last show, Varlamov actually was asked about Patrick Roy because they coached together. He gave like a strong resume, like a reference for hiring him. So yeah, they definitely have a connection. Like Patrick Roy and Sorokin, like that's just a goalie dream.
Nasty. Throw Varley in the mix on the back end there. Yeah. I love this. I hate the Islanders because their fans are losers, but I love this team. Right? Yeah, exactly. All right, moving on to the 7:30 p.m. time slot. We have the New Jersey Devils against the Carolina Hurricanes here. Game itself is in Carolina. New Jersey on the money line at plus 130. Hurricanes on the money line at minus 155. The over-under is 6.5. Over sit at minus 115. The under minus 105. Jolie, what's going to go on in this game? We got two red teams going on. Does that mean anything?
You're the analytical person here. I'm not sure exactly. It could be blood, a lot of fights, power plays.
Go. Michael Bunting.
Yeah. No. Hurricanes playing tonight. Big game at Boston. Devils coming to town the next day. Yeah, Devils plus 130. I think it's a decent price. Now the Devils are obviously banged up. So many injuries across the board, still without Jack Hughes and the rest, and on and on. But they're getting a lot of production from some of the younger guys. Simone Nemec has really stepped up for the defense. Luke Hughes has been quiet lately, but still a productive player in terms of passing the puck, getting those zone entries, which are key. And Devils are they're live. Like Talon Jenkins, Patrick in the last game against the Knights. They're a feisty team. Bet them to miss the playoffs lately, but I still think that they can take advantage of the Hurricanes team going toe-to-toe with the Boston team, which could easily go the distance tonight. And yeah, Devils could take advantage of that. Mop up the remains like vultures on a carcass. Give me the Devils to drag them down to hell and eat them up. Plus 130. And the total, I love the over 6.5. I know one of us locked that up. I love the over. Both goalies not very good. Both defenses. Hurricanes defense is still good. It's not as elite as it was in the years past, but still exploitable this year. And the Devils offense is still firing even without Jack Hughes. So give me the over 6.5. Devils defense is pretty miserable and it's totally offensively based. So yeah, I like the over 6.5. I like the Devils to come away with a win.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I don't quite understand this line moving, getting higher for the Devils. I think they're opened around plus 120. They're now up to plus 130 or higher in other places, as high as plus 138. I think
one word on that. It's just the injury stuff. Like, oh wow, this guy's injured. So we'll open this line at this price, and then when people are like, no, this guy's injured, so we'll bet him up, and then it gets inflated. So with a team that's this banged up, it'll get bet up too far. You know what I mean? So that's what tends to happen with these teams that are severely injured. It's good to get on them against them like early on, but later on you wait for the inflated line, then you take them. You'll take up the banged up team. So yeah,
that's a good point there. Pop up professor lesson. I like that. But yeah, the big thing for me though is Carolina is, at least for tonight's game and Wednesday. So we're not sure if he's going to play Thursday. Svechnikov is out for Wednesday, who's been a big part of their offense. Obviously, the Devils still have their main injuries. Looks like Palat could be back on Thursday, probable. But the big thing is Carolina's on a back-to-back. Carolina doesn't even have one goalie I trust. And maybe the line's moving because Martin is projected to start tonight. So it's going to be Ranta, who is quote-unquote better to start here against the Devils. But Devils coming off a big win against the Golden Knights, 6-5 in overtime. They're another one of these teams. It's better on the road than at home. So love the Devils here as underdogs plus 130, and then also do like the over 6.5 at minus 115.
Quick little interjection here before I get into this. I gotta say, Matthew Nyes just rolled into the rink wearing a dope fucking turtleneck. This kid is scoring a goal tonight. Holy shit. He looks sick. All right, let's get into this game here. Devils, Carolina. I don't know. I feel like Tony Romo. I don't know, Jimmy. Yeah, Carolina on the first night of back-to-back. They got their hands full with the Bruins in this game. Who's playing tonight? Is it Martin? Spencer Martin. So we're going to see Antti Ranta tomorrow. Ooh, that's scary. I got to go with the Devils at plus 130 here, man. Carolina, they've been pretty solid at home this year, 13-5-4 record. Devils have been no slouch on the road, though. 14-7-1 here with Carolina on the second night of the back-to-back. Is there travel? Is this game tonight in Carolina?
Boston.
No, it's in Boston. So I don't know how far away those two are. Maybe they're far. Maybe they're not. Either way.
Pretty far.
Is
They're
it pretty
decently
far?
far? Yeah.
For East
Okay.
Coast, yeah.
Yeah.
Love the Devils even more then. Let's keep this shit going. I absolutely think that's fantastic. So yeah, give me New Jersey on the money line at plus 130 here. One thing worth noting as well, both teams have been pretty solid when it comes to division records. So maybe that doesn't factor in as much as it normally would. And as far as over-under in this game, I love the over. Jesus Christ. Nico Dawes against Antti Ranta. We should just start the game with 4 goals on the board and just go for and save us the time. So give me the over 6 minus 115 here. Give me the Devils plus 130 dogs, baby.
All right. We are brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's U.S.-based and available in 40 states. Peer-to-peer social betting is a new and better way to bet. Bet directly against your friends or other users on sports, politics, pop culture, and other events with verifiable outcomes, plus tons of other fun social features that give the feel of a betting social network, like group chats, betting leaderboards, head-to-head history, user profiles, fan groups, and more. Cut offers lower vig and fully customizable odds. You can create your own bets. Cut also handles the payment side of things, so you never have to chase anyone down for money. You also get cash back every time you bet against anybody. So make sure you check out Cut. It is the peer-to-peer social betting platform that's U.S.-based and legal in 40 states. Head to cut.com. That's KUTT.com and use promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. And we're brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Enter any parlay idea into Hall of Fame Bets' revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all players by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. And finally, the SGPN merch store, 15% off everything in the store now until the end of the month. You got a week left here in January using promo code PLAYOFFS. We're competing against other shows for a bonus. So make sure you check out the new Hockey Gaming Podcast hats, shirts, and everything in the store using promo code PLAYOFFS.
Some of those buckets look pretty nice, man. Take a look at them. All right, moving to the 8 p.m. time slot here. We have the Anaheim Ducks against the Dallas Stars. Game itself is in Dallas here. Anaheim on the money line at plus 260. Stars on the money line at minus 325. Dallas on the puck line at minus 1.5, paying off minus 122. Over-unders at 6.5, both over-under, paying off minus 110 here. That little duck, what was that duck that we found on social media that's
The
like
victory duck.
Yeah, victory duck. That little thing got me so fired up when I saw him. He looked so happy with a smile too. I'm kind of here for the victory duck, boys. Do I do it? I'm fucking doing it. You're the Ducks in this game, plus 260. We're quacking, quack, 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 quack. Victory Ducks all day around. I'm so in on that. That fired me up so much. This team has been shit on the road, 9-13-0, but they've been shit at home too, but they've been shittier at home than they have been on the road. So maybe that helps your cause here. Dallas should win this game, but let's face it, after that stinker we saw Dallas lay against Philadelphia, I'm still a little torn to get behind them. Miro Heiskanen is skating with the team. He's been day-to-day for a while now and out for a little bit of the lower body injury, so I don't think we're going to see him play this game here. But shit, I'll take the Ducks. Who we got? Gibson in net, maybe. If it's Dostal, love it even more. So yeah, plus 260. Let's go. Let's get quacking. I'm going off pure Duck faith here. So do not follow me unless you're willing to lose some money. But let's go. I'll be having fun. That should be my mindset in this entire show. Just don't follow me unless you're willing to lose some money. And then for my over 6.5, under 6.5. Fuck, man. I don't know. I guess maybe. You know what? I'm going to go with the under, because if the Ducks are going to win this game, it's going to be an under game. It's going to be goaltending standing on their fucking head, and it's going to be like a 3-1 victory or something greasy like that. So give me the under and give me the Ducks, baby.
Yeah, I got the Stars earlier at minus 275 as a parlay piece, but up here the Ducks at plus 260 or better. You know, it may not be too bad of a bet there. Might have some value.
What kind of sense does that make? You bet them minus 275, but you want a plus 260 now?
As a parlay piece, it's a parlay.
Reverse ARB.
Yeah. Now that I look at it, Stars coming home from a 4-game road trip, they've been zigzagging in their past 5 games, win loss win. So they're due for a loss here. Only had 1 day off at home before getting back at it here on Thursday. Ducks are going on the road, you know. But they win these random games for some reason, and the Stars, they weren't impressive in Philadelphia. Maybe that's impacting my opinion here. I could see Heiskanen back for this one. He has been skating. I think he did join them on the road trip, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's back. There's been a lot of these players that the night before we talk about, they're out, and then suddenly they're back, just like Kyle Connor, some other players like that. So, I'm not going to lay minus 300 or more on the Stars here, but, Ducks could be worth a sprinkle at plus 260. And, I agree with Talon. Probably no play on the total, but maybe a lean to the under.
Sorry, Jolie. I'm just going to jump in here. The Stars got to be playing Wedgwood in this game. No, you don't waste Ottinger against the Ducks, so that might help. Who knows, though? It hasn't been confirmed, but that's just my thought.
Well, Ottinger has been sick lately. Like, after getting injured and coming back healthy, now he's sick.
Like sick or ill?
Ill.
He's been ill.
Yeah.
Beastie Boys.
So I'm sure he's healthy by now. I don't know. Are they in a back-to-back? Like, no. So unless he's still sick, ill, vomiting, he'll be okay for this game. But still, I don't give a fuck. Give me the Ducks. They don't have Trevor Zegras anymore. That cancer in the locker room. Ducks are gonna win this game. Plus 250. That's a good price. Yes. Stars coming off a long road trip where they didn't really impress. Like they won a couple games, whatever, against the Red Wings. They also they beat the Flyers, and they lost to the I don't know. They lost to some teams too, but give me the Ducks here. Coming into town, first game of a road trip. They get the job done without that bitch Trevor Zegras. Mason McTavish is the real captain of this team, and not some Instagram hero. So love the Ducks. And for the total, how sick is Ottinger still? If he's still sick and ill and vomiting, I like the over 6.5. If not, then I think maybe the Stars can be competitive. But no, Stars overs have been very good to me. So we're gonna go with the over 6.5. It's kind of like that's a real hedge. That's a real hedge, because if the Stars win, I do think it goes over. But plus 250 be my favorite bet for this one, and the plus 1.5. Like spoiler alert, that's my dog. Plus 1.5. So I'm not so confident in the Ducks to do the plus 250, but plus 1.5, plus 250.
That's your dog. You had a different dog in there.
Did I switch it again? Oh, I did switch it. Okay, it was my dog. I did switch it. Okay, no spoiler alert. This is a secondary choice. So yeah, but still, I stand by it. Ducks win this game. Ducks at least cover this game. Let's go. Quack, quack. Victory, Duck.
Victory, Ducks, baby. You and I are going to be some happy ducklings if this team wins this game.
Oh, yeah. Until Zegras comes back, I'm back on the Ducks.
Discord will be absolutely electric tomorrow night during this game if it's close. So, all right, heading out to the 8 p.m. time slot again. We got the Nashville Predators against the Minnesota Wild here. Game itself is in Minnesota. Nashville on the money line at plus 100. Wild on the money line at minus 120. Over-unders at 6. Both over-under paying off minus 110. Joel, we're going to go back to you on this game between the Preds and your second favorite team, the Minnesota Wild. What do we got going on here in the Central Division?
Yeah, unfortunately, the Wild are looking like a real team again. They're getting healthy. They're playing well. Whatever. They beat the shitty Capitals last night. Who cares? Predators lost a couple games in a row, but I still think they're a much better team. They've been fine on the road. They're healthy too, healthier than the Wild are still. Jason Spurgeon out for the year, of course, with like double surgery. Dick back.
Yes, he has 2 broken dicks.
2 broken dicks. Yeah. He's like a shark.
Yeah, he's not even a shark. So he's taking dicks out of loans. He's loaning dicks to pay off all these
dick loan department. Only in Minnesota.
So yeah, Wild are okay, whatever. But the Predators are better. Giving them better team, even money. I don't think that the Wild are that special. Gustafsson has been better, a lot better since the coaching change, but still, Predators are they're finding things, and I think that they're the likeliest team to make the 8th seed out of the teams competing for it. So that's where I'm going. That's where I'm putting my money. Give me the Predators. Kind of like the under, though. I like Predators over for a lot of the year, but in this case with the Wild, I think it's more of a divisional game, a closer contest, like a 3-2 Preds win kind of thing. So yeah, strong play on the Preds, slightly into the under.
Yeah, one more thing for the Ducks there. The Ducks and Stars have the same expected goals 4% in the past 10 games at 48.5. So the Ducks are playing better than you might think there, but. Yeah, for this one,
and the Stars are playing worse than you thought. Didn't you say in the last show that you bet them for division?
Well, now that Ottinger's back and Heiskanen is back, and combined with Nushkinen being out, and I have the Jets at plus 450. I don't think the Avs are going to win it. So
who did Talon pronounce? What was the early pronunciation?
At least that was a golf player.
Bless you. Oh my word.
For this Preds
Jets or Avalanche are winning the division. Just cut off the Stars. Their Stars aren't winning. Right. That's my strong stance.
I'll take Jets then. All right, yeah. This game, Wild are getting results recently, not necessarily playing too well, been outshot in each of their past 3 games. They won all 3, scoring 5, 5, and 6. Kaprizov being back has definitely helped them. I think Johansson had 2 goals last game against Washington, but that's Washington without Lindgren in net. Nashville coming off back-to-back losses, lost 3 of the past 4. They're fine on the road, 12-9-1, better on the road than at home, like many of these teams we talked about. So I would probably lean that way, plus 100 here. For a total, probably lean to the under 6 here at minus 110. Preds have gone under in 5 straight. Also saw that they're apparently shopping UC Saros. I don't know if they believe in Askarov a lot or what's going on, or if that was just a bunch of hot air. But Preds plus 100 and a lean to the under.
I listened to an interview with Barry Trotz. He was saying it all depends on how the guys do down the stretch. If they're playing well, they're in the playoffs, they're going to reward them. If they fall out of the playoff race, then they'll start selling. But Saros is a bit of a stretch. I don't know if that happens. But I like Barry Trotz for if he's honest about it, if he's not just fooling everyone. Yeah. But I really enjoyed that interview, how honest he was. Most GMs would be like, we'll see. But no, he was like, if they're playing well, we'll reward them. If they're falling out of the playoff race, no, we'll be sellers.
Yeah, I mean, they used the first round pick on Askarov a few years ago, and he's been good.
He's been light in the AHL.
Yeah, he's been great in the AHL. Good in his 2.
Well, there's plenty of time to deal Saros, right? He's got
one more year. 1 more year at $5 million.
Yeah, I agree too. With a trade of that magnitude with UC Saros, unless someone's willing to give you the fucking moon at the trade deadline to solidify the goaltending for this guy, that's an off-season deal, man. That's a big piece still with 1 year term left on his contract, and
especially with goalies too. With the trade deadline, it's hard to accustom yourself to a new system and all that. So trade goalies at the trade deadline just seldom work.
Yeah, and it'd have to be, I don't know what his contract is, but it'd probably have to be a money in, money out situation because the team looking for him would definitely be a contender. So, yeah, we'll see how that plays out. That's interesting, though, to keep on the radar for at least going forward through the offseason. All right, for myself here, I fucking love the Predators in this game, man. Team of plus 100 on the money line. Both teams have been kind of mid in their past 10 games. I believe the Preds are 5-5. Minnesota's 5-4-1. I feel like this line's a little skewed because Minnesota is on a 3-game winning streak. Yes, Philip Gustafsson has been good in his past couple of games, but I firmly believe that Nashville is the better team. I think Nashville has the better culture as well. There's something to be said for that. I think we brought that up when we did our season preview about this Preds, is that the word around the dressing room is that these guys are just having a blast and loving each other. And when you get to the middle of the point of the season, which is where we are now, the NHL season's a grind, man. 82 games. Sometimes that little piece can be what puts you over the hump before you get down to the nitty gritty, playoff push and stuff like that. So I love the Preds in here. UC Saros is still a great goalie. I know his numbers are a little iffy. Nashville isn't necessarily the best defensive team in the league as well, but offensively they're pretty run and gun and buzzing, baby. I love the Preds. I like the Preds in regulation, to be honest with you. I think it's plus 165. 5 of their past 5 wins have all been in regulation. I see them beating the shit out of Minnesota in this game. Maybe that's tough. Maybe not beating the shit, but I think they get the win. So if they're going to win, hell, why not do it in regulation? And as far as over-under in this game's going here, 2 teams in the middle of the pack when it comes to goals for. Minnesota is giving up a lot of goals. They have been horrible defensively. Their penalty kill is shit. It's second last in the league here. And they do take a hell of a lot of penalty minutes as well. So I don't know. I'm going to lean towards the under just because both goalies are decent. They can be good. We've seen Gustafsson be well. We know what UC Saros brings to the table. Under 6, boring game. What do I always say? Division games matter, baby. Preds are 8-5 when it comes to division. The Wild are 3-7. So give me the Preds. Give me the Preds in regulation. Give me the under. Okay, moving down to the 9 p.m. time slot. We got the Chicago Blackhawks against the red hot, baby. It's an oil fire. We got the Edmonton Oilers here. Chicago on the money line sitting at plus 440. The Oilers on the money line are at minus 600. This might be the biggest odds lineup that we've had in the history of the show. Maybe not. If it's not, it's definitely close. Obviously, the Oilers on a 14-game heater right now. Over-under is a 6.5. Overpaid off minus 115. The under minus 105. Edmonton on the puck line of minus 2.5 is paying off plus 110 for them to win by 3 goals or more. Shit, man. Holy fuck. Did the Chargers just sign Harbaugh?
Oh, breaking news.
What happened with Harbaugh?
Oh,
The
shit.
Chargers?
Yeah, they did. Let's fucking go. Chargers winning the Super Bowl next year. That is awesome. Breaking news from Adam Schefter as of 10 minutes ago. He's leaving. Jim Harbaugh's leaving Michigan to accept the head coaching job of the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert's going to be big dick swinging all up and down the field, baby. Keenan Allen, fucking monster. Oh, I'm so fired up. That's awesome.
Yeah, man, that's good news for you. I don't think that they keep Kellen Moore though. I think they might have a new offensive coordinator there. At least that's what I would do. But we'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, great hire. Hopefully the Chiefs finally lose the division. Ever since Andy Reid has gone there, he's just bullied everyone else. Yeah, so good for the Chargers. You're probably the biggest fan, and you're like 1,000 miles away from
couldn't be farther away. I'm gonna do the rest of the show like this, but I want to put on my Dicker jersey, but I'm not gonna. All right, what are we doing here? Oilers, Blackhawks. I'm sorry. Yeah, Oilers gonna beat the shit out of this team. Give me Edmonton minus 5.5 here, and then over. Let's just keep this simple. Give me the over. Give me the Oilers team total over. Give me Chicago team total under.
Yeah, Chicago's the worst team in the league. If not, Sharks are down there as well, but Chicago's 4-20-1 on the road. Edmonton 14-6-1 at home. They've won 13 straight now, maybe 14 straight after that. Columbus didn't play great in Columbus. Columbus was out shooting them, had more expected goals through 2 periods. Edmonton came through in the end, won that one 4-1. They've allowed 2 goals or fewer in at least 10 straight. Only have their last 10 games up here, so they've been great there. Their puck line minus 1.5 is getting up there, but I have a gimmicky Gilbert same game parlay. I haven't had one of those in a while here. You can get the Oilers over 2.5 and the Blackhawks under 2.5 for minus 140, or Oilers over 3.5 with the Blackhawks under 2.5 for plus 110. I think that's a better look than taking them on the puck line. Stuart Skinner's been incredible. They've been playing good defense in front of him as well. So like the Oilers to score at least 3 or 4 with the Blackhawks getting 1 or 2.
The market still doesn't know how to read the Oilers right now. Under 6.5, minus 105 against a Blackhawks team that can't score anything. I watched a lot of the Blackhawks Canucks game, and the Blackhawks offense was absolutely pitiful. Like the only chances they had was on the power play in the third period. Canucks were absolutely carefree. They didn't give a shit. Like they scored 2 goals. They knew they were going to win the game because they didn't do anything after that. But the Blackhawks still couldn't score. So yeah, Blackhawks offense is absolutely terrible. Oilers defense is rising. Oilers goaltending is rising. Blackhawks goaltending is like the only good thing about the team right now. So under 6.5, minus 105. I absolutely love that. And Blackhawks team total, if you want to get juicy, under 1.5 goals for the Blackhawks, plus 160. That's my favorite play in this one. Oilers should win this game, but obviously the odds tell you that $6. That's like 90% probability. So yeah, it's Oilers going to win this game. Just a matter of by how much. But I'd rather be sweating the under, like the Blackhawks not scoring in this one. I think the Oilers are serious about like chasing down this record, because they're 3 behind the league record of 17 straight wins. And I do think that keeps them motivated, so they're not going to be sleeping around. They'll be like, oh, it's just the Blackhawks. We can get drunk the night before, whatever. Not that McDavid would be doing that kind of thing, the new age star and all that. But still, the rest of the team, I think they'll be motivated. They're going to be blocking shots, just being very disciplined defensively. So under, Blackhawks team total under, I think are the best ways to play this game.
Dude, I'm so fired up right now. I'm sorry. The Chargers social media, the Twitter team, is the best follow in the world. You know how when like they claim a new pope, they have like the white smoke coming out of the chimneys. They just tweeted that with a little Chargers logo. I'm sorry, that fucked me up. Also, my buddy messaging me saying, "Oh, they should draft JJ McCarthy now." Go fuck yourself. Herbert's gonna throw 9 billion yards through the air this year. Are you kidding me?
Malik Neighbors, baby.
Yeah, well, he's a Wolverines fan, so you know where that comes from. All right, moving down. Final game of the docket, 9 p.m. time slot here. We got the Columbus Blue Jackets versus the Calgary Flames. Game itself is in Calgary. Columbus on the money line sitting at plus 170. Flames on the money line at minus 205. Flames on the puck line minus 1.5, paying off plus 120. The over-unders at 6.5. Over sitting at minus 110. The under minus 110 as well. What are we looking here for this matchup? I don't know. Like the Blues still stink. Every time I bet a Flames game, they lose. Like we saw it last night. I live bet them with like maybe 2 minutes left in the third period and ended up blowing it. Didn't even make it to overtime.
Welcome to the club, man. That's been me for like 2 years.
Yeah, for real, dude. This team is, I don't know what to think. Mid at home, 500 record, 11-10-1. Columbus sucks though, so I guess just don't. Every time I say don't galaxy brain this, I end up being wrong. But don't galaxy brain it. Give me the Flames. Minus 205 is a shitload of juice to play. Maybe take them in regulation. I don't know. I hate this game. Over under here. Teams aren't really great at scoring. Columbus is just so bad defensively, though. Fuck, man. Like, I don't. Give me the under, I guess, 6.5. Who's in net here? Jacob Markstrom. Jakob. I guess give me the under, and then maybe give me the Flames. Maybe in regulation.
Yeah, this Flames team is very hot and cold. Since December 9th, they're 10-9-2. They lost 4, won 3, lost 2, won 3, lost 2, won 4. Now they've lost 3 in a row. And now they have a Columbus team that sucks in Chicago up next, so they'll probably win 2 in a row. Heading into the All-Star break, they probably should have got the win against St. Louis. I mean, Talon said he bet them live. That was a good bet, though. They were out playing them, but they lost. So yeah, Calgary in the puck line here, plus 120 would be my play. Columbus not good on the road. Their last 4 losses were all 4-1, 4-1, 7-4, 5-0. So they've been losing by margin, at least 3 there. Maybe take Calgary on the latter puck line there, minus 3.5. They got to bounce back here. They got a chance to get 4 big points here heading into the All-Star break, which they'll need. They're still somehow in the playoff race in the West because that 8th spot is going to be up for grabs till probably the last weekend of the season. So Calgary needs a win. Give me on the puck line, plus 120.
Yeah, I like the Flames in regulation here, but the Blue Jackets are a feisty team. They play hard. They do get to these overtimes where they usually lose those. So yeah, it's dangerous playing the Flames in regulation, but they are the superior team. Blue Jackets, sure, they got some production from Voronkov, who is I think he scored again the other night. He's a sly look in the Calder race. He's the only one really doing anything since Bedard went down, other than Brock Faber playing 30 minutes a night and getting production that way. But yeah, for this game, I have fucking nothing. I think the Flames win, but the odds tell you that. I got nothing, man. I got nothing for this one. Flames are gonna Connor Zary. Give me Connor Zary goal. That's my pick. He's due.
Hell yeah. All right, boys. That wraps up the 9-game slate here for tomorrow, Thursday, January 25th. Gilbert, what we got going on for consensus plays, my man?
Consensus plays here. We got I got my Flyers plus 110 in Detroit. Also the over 6.5 at minus 110 in that game. Islanders minus 155 in Montreal. The Blue Black and Rouge. Devils plus 130 and the over 6.5 minus 115 in that one. We're all quacking a little bit here, plus 260. A big play for you guys, more of a lean for me, but I included it there. And then the Preds plus 100 at Minnesota.
Victory Ducks. All right, we're going to move it down to our lock dogs and totals. Current status, Joel's killing it, bumping his numbers up, especially after last show. Record of 41, 36, and 1, up 6.51 units. Ryan's in second, 31 and 47. Record down 18.85 units. Myself, 33, 45. Record down 19.09 units. I try to read our stats as fast as I can. So
we got a new runt.
Gilbert, why don't you fire us off here, buddy?
Yeah, my lock here, Tampa Bay in regulation, minus 145. They've been, getting results recently. Their top players have been their top players, so I think they get that done. Coming back home here against the Coyotes, who are not good on the road. My dog are the Flyers, plus 110 at Detroit. We're all expecting the Red Wings to regress at some point. Flyers going to block out everything, go out and get a win there. And my total is the Habs Canadians team total under 2.5, plus 105 against the Islanders. Whether it's Varlamov, I think is confirmed for this one, but he played with Wah in Colorado. So I like that here at plus 105.
We have a lot of agreement in this show, which shows up in our LDTs here. So I'm going to the Predators money line plus 100. You'll hear that play later on against the Wild. Devils money line plus 130 against the Hurricanes, coming down from a war against the Bruins tonight. And Blackhawks team total under 1.5 plus 160. Kind of just want to take you know what? I'm switching it on the fly. I'm backing out. I'm backing out of my three dogs. Give me the Blackhawks Oilers under 6.5 minus 105.
Okay, that sounds good. For myself, or for my lock, Islanders money line minus 155 against Montreal. Obviously, Patrick Waugh coming back to the Bell Center is going to be sweet. There's going to be nobody more invested in this game than the wives of Patrick Waugh and Semyon Varlamov. They will be up there in a suite somewhere, just shaking together, praying for an Islanders win, or else they're going to be in some trouble. For my dog, give me the Preds in regulation versus Minnesota plus 165. Like I said, Nashville's won 5 of their past wins have all been in regulation. I think they're the better team here and get it done against Minnesota. Over under for my total, New Jersey, Carolina, over 6.5 minus 115. We got Nico Dawes and then Vitek Vanacek in between the pipes here for both teams. Come on, bro. Like my luck, this will be like a 1-0 game. Both goalies will make like 40 saves or something.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
So yeah, hopefully that goes over 6.5 minus 115. All right, boys, that wraps it up. Anything else you wanna add before we get moving and shaking here, or what's up?
I would ask Joel his thoughts on Brock Faber in the Calder Trophy race, now down to 4-1 after a 5-game point streak, 8 points in that span. If he is on that, or would recommend that for anybody.
It's a little late now. He scored the other night, but no, I've honestly have little idea what to do at the Calder race at this moment. I'm just hoping somebody shows up. Like Connor Zari's got to get going. Luke Hughes, come on, man. You're playing like top minutes on the top team, you're on the power play. Like, get going, buddy. No, I'm just really rooting for guys right now rather than betting guys. Brock Faber, it's too late now. Like when he was 10-1, that's a damn good bet if you got that. But at this point, I might just end up like testing the market, feeling out how people are thinking right before Bedard comes back. Maybe there's still a chance he can win after missing so much time. And we'll see if it is indeed like still 6-7 weeks. It's pretty hard to win the Calder when you miss that much time. Even McDavid lost when he did that same thing. But of course, Panarin just ran away with it because he was excellent that year. So now it's just wait and see mode right now. Faber plus 350, plus 400. It's a little bit too short for me still, even though I think that he is the rightful number 2 at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was looking at it because I don't have any of him, but I think I have enough of the field to cover that.
When Joseph Wool comes back, you're all fucked.
Sammy Harrison is my new
75-1. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. Everybody go check out the SGPN website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff in the world of sports. What do you got? You got something?
World of sports. We didn't talk any tennis today. We didn't talk any
I know
tennis.
we're gonna get into it now. I forgot to say it at the top. That was my bad. We got football, NFL. We got some great games going on this weekend. That's going to be sweet for playoffs. Obviously, hockey's going to be big tomorrow. Basketball, things are moving and shaking in the world of the NBA. Baseball, I imagine nothing's happening, but who knows? If something did happen, you wouldn't know either way because nobody gives a fuck, baby. Tennis, Jolie, what's up in the world of tennis?
Oh, the Australian Open is kicking off these days. I lost both of my lotto tickets that were still remaining in the quarterfinals. Hednoskova 510-1, and Kalinskaya, oh, she's a beauty, 350-1. Unfortunately, she went out, but she lost to Xinchen Zhang. I'm having troubles confirming how to pronounce her name. I'm getting three different interpretations of it, but I think it's Xinchen Zhang. I don't know. Anyway, you'll know her because she's the last Chinese girl in the semifinals, and she's my last hope in the woman. But it's looking like Sabalega's to lose. She's been actually crushing everybody. The Belarusian Amazon warrior. For the ladies' side. And we had a big upset with Alexander Zverev, the Russian German beating the presumed number two, the presumptive number two, and Carlos Alcaraz. Wild game there. Alcaraz just looked like he was lost, wasn't taking the match seriously. I don't know. And Zverev just played like one of the best matches I've ever seen him play. So it's looking like Zverev and Medvedev in the semifinals, and Djokovic Sinner and the other half of the draw. That's going to be a match. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the show tomorrow, depending on the match time of Djokovic Sinner, because I'm going to be glued into that. We'll see when it actually happens, but hopefully it's on later so we can actually record a show. But it's going to be dynamite. Djokovic Sinner. The winner of that match, I think, is the winner of the tournament. So that's your de facto final. Djokovic Sinner. Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah, man. Quick little golf update. Farmers Insurance Open started today, actually. Patrick Cantlay's one stroke off the lead at 7 under. You can currently live bet him at plus 550. It's a pretty slim field. You can also get Xander Schauffele at plus 725 or Colin Morikawa, who's 3 strokes off on day one at plus 1200 in a weaker field. So I think there's definitely some money to be made there when it comes to live betting golf. Weird.
Is there any like super long shot like the last couple tournaments?
Yeah, no. Well, you know what? Like just based off the odds, the tournament already started, which is kind of weird. They went off on today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's weird. I mean, technically, I know Sahith Theegala had a midday. I think he shot even par. I can't even see his odds right now, for Christ's sakes. You can probably get him at some decent money wherever the fuck you can find him right now. He's way down the list. Holy shit. It's going to have a day
Nikolai Højgaard. Højgaard is good.
Yeah. You can get Sahith Theegala plus 30,000 right now. This guy can easily go off tomorrow, make the cut, and then just whatever happens Saturday, Sunday, you never know. So let's keep that in mind.
30,000, like 300-1?
30. Yeah. Fuck, dude. He's going to be hard pressed to make the cut, though. But if we give out a plus 30,000 winner, that's awesome. Okay. All right. Like I said, go check out the website. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles that he's pumping out weekly. Those are absolutely sweet. Check out the other shows as well. What else going on? Check out the Discord, man. Shout out to the Discord. It's an absolute blast, bro. We've been having so much fun in there lately. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's posting lots of picks too, making some money. It's going to be absolutely electric tonight with a couple games we got on. Oh, maybe we'll see some people quacking with us tomorrow. Get that victory duck back in there. Absolutely love it. And just have a good time, man. So shout out to all of our friends and pals in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. If you want to get in there, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account, social media assistant producer. We'll get you going, doing everything it needs to do to get you in the right place. Or what you can do is just go back to the duck pond, baby, because it might be a little chilly. I think it's probably not frozen over, but you're going to see our boy, clean shaven, by the way. He'll be there, and he'll be throwing some bread in, and you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He just sitting there, and he's just going to be going quack, 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 just quacking with the ducks. He's going to be having little duck conversations there, and when you can go over to him, if you're fluent in duck, you can be like, quack, 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 and he'll be like, quack, 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 quack. And I'll be Duck for how to be getting the Discord, and Jolie speaking Duck, telling you how to do it, baby. Let's go.
You call Zegers the star? We threw him out, injured him. Now we're gonna fucking toss the Dallas Stars out too. So let's go. Let's go quack.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you're subscribed to the podcast or listen to your podcast. Leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple, so I have something to read here at the end of the show. Also, subscribe on YouTube. Shout out everyone in the chat. Doug Reed joined us. Catfish, One Sharp Shark. So shout out to all you guys.
Mud.
We
I didn't know.
Mud,
I didn't know
was
we had
there.
a guy named Mud. My name
Mud.
is Mud. Some Primus. Hell yeah.
Mud's
cool.
shown up before. I don't know if we've had any dirt.
He brought up the Matt Orazia point because he was falsely accused of some.
Oh yeah,
right?
the punter, right?
You know,
Yeah,
that's right. The punt god.
Yeah, the punt
Wow.
god. Needs a
Just
rest.
make sure you subscribe on YouTube there. Give us a like and some comments.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody. My name is Talon Jenkins. You can find me at Twitter at Talon_Jenkins94.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer, and you'll find me making a penne a la beer because I'm not fancy enough for Talon's penne a la vodka.
Always got to have a bottle of Tito's on hand, baby. You never know. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.